Hi guys, it's Lorianne, and I just wanted to speak to you tonight. We're talking about exactly why you end up in a rut in business and how to get yourself out of it. Me personally, I get more into a funk, but that's okay. We're talking about this at this point. I actually do have 10 ways to get out of it. So keep following me, and I will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, one at a time. And trust me, it works. Okay, so I'm keeping going because, apparently I don't personally like the way that I'm going here. Video edit this thing. Yeah. I like me better higher up. Really? Yay. Higher up, down. There we go. That's my Lorianne. Right, and then with that. Okay. So we're going to the next one. We're going to be editing all these. Hi, everyone. Now I'm going for the 10th one, which is our number 10. And that is why you're working so hard. Oh my goodness, I just did a video about that, and I actually said that it actually puts me into a funk. Literally, if I work too hard, it puts me into a funk. But why am I doing it? Because I believe that everything that I'm doing is not just work, it's also passion. I love what I do, but then I go overwhelmed. I go overdoing it, over expecting what comes out of it at the end of it, right? So I'm looking at, okay, so if I'm on Twitter and I want to find Twitter followers, if I'm on Facebook and I want to catch people and I want to talk to people, and I'm also a coach. I mean, I'm help people with eating disorders. So when I'm engaging, it's awesome. But when I'm pushing myself too hard to do that, that could head to burnout, which is rent, which is funk, which is everything else. So why do I do it? Because I seriously believe in this. So then I wake up and I go, okay, so what am I going to do? And those are the next steps that I'm going to tell you about. Remember where you came from. I love that Mark asks this of us to do this on this video, because I'm going to do all 10 of the ones that he recommended, and I really believe that this is one of the biggest ones. I came from a beautiful family. We traveled a lot. I moved 24 times, and my parents have always been very supportive of me. But here's the thing. Even with their support, they also let me fall when I needed to fall. And I think that my biggest fall was when I owned an auto repair shop, and I really appreciate the people that were there with me. Honest to goodness, they were wonderful guys. They sat there going, a woman running this. But they stood by me, and it wasn't anything about anything of them or any one of us. It was the economy. It was in 1997. It happened. It's all good. Sorry, 2007. Make that right. Today, though, what is really cool about that is where I came from is not as hard to look at, as far as I thought I was a failure, but now I look at it as how many people would have done that? How many women would have gone, had a hobby farm, an auto repair shop, and taken the opportunity to actually try what they really wanted to do? Yes, I lost my investments, which is why I'm here now, because I'm rebuilding them. But I seriously love that I took that challenge. I like challenges, as you can tell, because I'm on my 30-day videos, as you can see, whoever follows me on any one of my blogs. So yeah, 30-day challenge. I'm also having another challenge, but we'll talk about that later. So in regards to where you come from, there was that. When I did lose my business, I also literally lived in a barn for 3 years with no running water. There was water, don't get me wrong, because I needed to clean myself, but I had to put it in a bucket, and I had to go out for the flushing of the toilet. I had to go out and get rainwater, and I thanked my parents for teaching me how to camp. And I thank my parents for not pulling me out of that, because I needed to pull myself out of that. And I am so appreciative of that they actually supported me watching me go through it. And I did. Now, in the end, they did literally say, here we go. Let's get you out of this funk. And probably that was more of a rut, because if you're sitting there for 3 years. Now, in all fairness, I was also doing marketing for my friend who had an auto body shop and all of that. It's not like I wasn't working. It was just that I wasn't thinking of moving forward at that point, which I'm at now. So I don't know how much of this clip I'm going to take and go with, but it was really, really cool life, man. I will tell you, my dogs loved it. We had the country. We had, I didn't have any stresses while I was living in the barn with no water. But I knew that I had to move out of just being at that space where you're just comfortable and it's a beautiful, simple life. But at the simple, beautiful life, you can't move on to helping other people. Just like Mark said, you make the money, you help other people, then you can start making more money to help more people, and then you feel good instead of just sitting there not doing what you should be doing. And I know that I'm better than that. So I don't know how much of this I'm going to get. I'm just going to keep going. Okay. The next one. What's the big reason why you're working hard? Why am I working hard? I like working hard. I like working hard because when I work hard, I feel as if I'm achieving things. I feel a super... Okay, Mark wears his little Superman t-shirt. I would say I feel like Superwoman. Like when I'm working hard, I feel the joy of actually achieving something, and it feels good. So the next day, for the most part, I'm not in a funk. The only time I'm in a funk is if I'm, sleeping too long and go, you didn't do what you did. But sleeping in should be okay, right? You should be able to do that too. But there's an achievement factor, and I do tend to be a little bit, I wouldn't say, what's the word? When you want to achieve more than other people, I don't think of myself that way. I want to achieve more than I know that I'm capable of. I'm actually in competition with me. I do see other people, and it really gives me motivation. I go, okay, cool, I can achieve that. But then I put that goal on myself. So I am not competitive to that point of being competitive with somebody else. I'm more competitive with myself and saying, you can achieve that. And you put the goal there and you go, wow, I like that person. I like what they're doing. I think I can do that too. And it's a way better place to be because you're competing with yourself and you're not feeling that, I'm going after that person. You don't need to do that. My whole life has been that way. And I'm working in a job that I am so grateful that they're actually the same way. You don't sell, you tell. You tell somebody, you know what, you need this. You need brakes. Psst. Sorry, they're metal on metal. If they don't want to buy it, I'm not going to force them. But I do joke around about the fact that I do tell them that I'm going to get their license plate number because I don't want to be near them. It's other people on the road. Anyway, next one. Move, change, improve small things. Move, change, and improve small things. Move, change, improve small things. I keep forgetting to say that right. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. If I can do this, I'm hoping that I can cut all this up and maybe I can do number 3, number 2, number 1. I'm gonna number 4. Crop and paste. Okay. This is really big for me. Literally, it's big for me. Move, change, improve small things around. Okay. Move, change. Move, change, small things around. My whole life, 24 moves. I mean it. 24 moves. And I am like every 3 years itchy to go again. Not this place now. I love this place now. I don't want to go anywhere, and I don't think that my dogs want to go anywhere. They're kind of getting a little bit older. I know Mark Lalone said that he was really scared about, having more furries because it hurts when they go, but it hurts more not having them. So I actually transition, and yes, it hurts every time one goes, but I have enough that they continue to make me happy enough to get a new one. And there's a word I think that was, I can't remember right now, but when I come up with it, I'll let you know. So these are the things, big thing. So now that I've moved 24 times, he was saying just rearrange little things. Big thing for me. So I rearranged. I'll just move something over there to over here. In this place, I've only been here for a year, but I've already rearranged a couple of things. Or I'll buy something new just to, I don't need things new, but like a picture or a painting or a new blanket, that's really big. That's my doggy place there. Back there is that, so I'll cover that new. Just something new, maybe a new plant. That's encouragement for me. But I do love my home right now. I love everything around it. And I'm loving learning. So right now I don't need to make that change. My changes are more so in personal development, building myself. This environment is perfect for me. I love it. So that's that one. Next. Move, change, improve small things. Okay, we did that. Introduce, acquire new things and people. That is number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. Number 5. Okay. I'm going to do this a few things because he does this all the time. Introduce, acquire new things and people. Introduce, acquire new things and people. Acquiring new things is not really big for me. Introductions are huge for me, and acquiring new people is always big for me because as much as I am a recluse, I am also social, antisocial. I don't know how that works, but it works for me. When I'm at work, I'm in front line. I work with my customers. When I come home, I'm on the internet and connecting with people there. And I love people, but the nice thing is when I come home, if I don't feel like connecting, then I choose another way of dealing with whatever I want to do, whether it's like personal development, acquire, more knowledge and such. And it's nice because I get to choose that, but you have to learn to choose that. So, yeah, I don't know. Introduce, acquire new things, people. That one is really great, but you also have to balance that one out. Am I saying? Have a holiday, take a break. Okay. That is number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. Have a holiday, take a break. I live at the cottage. Every day for me is a holiday, but I will say that a couple of times that I had the best thing, and it's not always easy for me to get away because I do have animals, but I do have some good friends who can take care of it. But I took a trip to Chicago and I took a trip to Tucson. And then I was supposed to go to Vegas, but unfortunately my father was not well, so I canceled that one. But that was okay because then my daughter came and lived with me for a few months, and that was really fun. So engaging was good. But taking time off, for the most part, I will take a week off and just, it doesn't matter if I travel just locally to see my friends in other parts of Ontario that I've known forever and a day, or just stay home and invite friends over and have a good time. Just take time off. And I do that. I get 3 days every 3 weeks off. And in fact, this is one of them. I'm just having fun, engaging, doing this, and trying to do this. I really don't know if any of this is going to be on tape because I'm going to cut and paste. I love Mark Little. Honestly, because when I move, it just like blurs out. Doesn't like me not looking at you. You really don't like me looking at you, do you? Okay, I'm tired. Anyway, I'm going to go. I get to edit this anyway. So he tells me. All right, next one. Why new things? Have a holiday. Oh, goof off. Goof off? What is my goof off? I actually play music. I'll say, hey, Google, play me country music. I don't think she's going to hear me.
Here's a Google Play music,
yeah, she heard me.
Called Good Friends. Cheap whiskey.
Just another heartache in waiting.
Hey, Google, stop. I also have Alexa, by the way. Yeah, that's in my other room. But I love to sing. I love to dance. I goof off in my plays. I know that, I've been told that some other people do that. I took a lot of dancing lessons when I was a kid, and I love to dance, and I wish I had pursued that a little bit further. Took singing lessons with my daughter, which was amazing, with Tim Wayland. Great guy. And an experience that I don't think a lot of mother-daughters have had. So proud of that. And so with those experiences, I goof off now. Oh, but I will not dance. No, I can dance in front of you, but I will not sing in front of you. What is it my boss said? Like, don't quit your day job. But I still love to do it. Anyway, so that's that. That's goofing off for me, and I love it. And also dancing with the dogs, because my dogs, when I'm dancing, they'll actually dance with me. It's amazing, but they will. They'll actually get up on their back legs, and they'll go like, yay! It's like my dance partners. Not a lot of men dance, so, I've got my partners here. That's my goofing off. I'm still going. Don't worry about this. Because I forgot that I was supposed to go on my introduction. I know the conclusion, which I can do and cut off. So if you're enjoying this, how to get out of the rut, I have 9 more to tell you. If you want to know the other 9, please connect to me, and I will give you the other 9 answers to how to get out of your business rut. Okay. Oh, find a confidant. Okay. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 8, find a confidant. So incredibly important for me, and I have one that I absolutely love. I have actually not just one, I've got a couple of them, maybe 3. It depends on what I need to confide in, because there are different levels of business that you confide in. I completely believe. So whether it's like your personal side, your business side, your spiritual side, I think that you need a confidant for all 3 of those. That is my personal suggestion. I'm so glad I'm going to be cutting this. And now I understand why, live is a lot easier than like doing this. Okay. And I've got 3. I've got my spiritual, I've got my business, and I've got my personal confidants. And they are awesome during periods of going through the rut, going through the funk that I talked to you about, which is a little bit different than the rut part. But I think that when you're in a funk, it will also deal with your rut thing. If you're in a rut and you're in a funk, then you're really like, that's really tough. So, that's number 8, I think. I can cut this. I can say hi. I can do whatever I want in between that. I know, right? I don't have to be like totally normal, right? Okay. Oh, get rid of what drives you nuts. Okay. So what drives me nuts? I know that Mark Lalone said that people drive him nuts. And I think I need to cut off a little light over here. But that's okay. We're all right. We're going to turn that a little bit that way. So, for me, it's not people. It's like the doggy bed there. It's not good. Okay. I get to cut this off. So, get rid of things that drive you nuts. Mark Lalone said that. For him, it was people. For me, partially people. I've gotten rid of the ones that I didn't want to have around anyway. I don't block a lot of people. Unfortunately, I will have to say that I blocked, believe it or not, one of my best friends and my sister. How does that happen? Who cares? When it's awkward, when it's negative, get rid of them. And then you can move on. And then you're happy. And then you can move on to focusing more. But seriously? Oh my goodness. What drives me nuts? Dishes, laundry, and have-to-dos. What do you have to do? There are things that you love to do. There are things that you think you have to do, but when you look at it, you go, no, I actually really enjoy doing that. Like this sort of thing, like my homework. Like, that's not have to do. That's something that I choose to do. What I chose to do is my personal development. What I chose to do is to, I don't know, go to bed at night. I have to say sometimes it's a really have to do to get in the shower because I come out and it's really cold and I really hate that. But I do it because I know I have to do it. Need to keep clean. Need to do dishes. Need to do laundry. And so those are the things that, as far as I'm concerned, when Mark was talking about what drives you nuts, those are things. But I think that it's going to be down at the complete, the incomplete. So I'm going to change that out. Shut that off. Things that drive me nuts. Liars. I don't like liars. I don't like people who don't know how to connect and say, I'm just like that. Liars, cheaters, people make me awkward, people who judge me. Those are, to me, what was the word again? Get rid of what drives you nuts. Get rid of what drives you nuts. Stop again. What number is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Number 9. Number 9. God, I'm gonna love to cut this out. All right. Things that drive you nuts. People who make me feel awkward. And we were talking about, you know, cutting people out of our lives, which I've done, much to my chagrin, because ultimately it should never have had to happen, but I have. People make me feel awkward. People who have not been loyal. People who are, you know, I like being on a positive level, as you can tell with my videos. I don't like negativity. It just like ugh, sucks the energy out of me and probably puts me in a funk if I hear anything that, and I think too much. So if somebody says something to me that makes me feel bad, then I will just chew on it all day, all the next day. Usually it takes me 2 days to get over it. So not worth it. Not worth my time. That drives me nuts. So yeah, cutting that out. I don't know what else I would like to cut out other than having to shovel snow, which I had to do tonight. And I do it for all of my neighbors, literally. So I did actually post something live, and it was really crazy because like my arms are like because of my muscles. Not easy to do. And I guess they think I'm young. That's cool. Guess at 56, I'm probably the youngest, best, strongest person. Should have seen me pull out my snowblower, and honest to goodness, my snowblower didn't even work. But anyway, that's what I did. I actually cut out the negative, the negative people, the people who make me feel awkward, the people who have hurt me in my life. Like, you don't put somebody at a dinner table who has done something that was offensive and say, hey, it's okay, you're supposed to sit in front of them. No, you don't have to. Make your choices. Get over it. Say, hey, I'm not showing up. Make your choices. And you know what? You can do that with your customers too. Like if a customer is driving you nuts, say, sorry, I love you, but I can't work with you anymore. Yeah. And it's better for both of you. And that's my number. Huh? I don't remember. I'm cutting this all off anyway. Okay, so next one. Find a confidant. Good nuts. Okay, complete your incompletes. Oh, complete your incompletes. Is that number 10? Number 10. Complete your incompletes. Oof, oof, oof. Those are the worst for me. Complete your incompletes. I will sit there. I have 4 cats, 2 dogs, and a fish. Believe it or not, the worst of my incompletes are not in business because I work at that. Sometimes. But my worst incompletes is like, oh my gosh, I have to complete finishing cleaning the litter box. I have to fix my aquarium. And those are incompletes that if I do not complete, just generate, dishes, you know, making my meal for the next day. And if I don't get it done, I sit there, I'm going, yeah, not feeling so good. If I need to post something on the internet and that's really important and I don't get it done, believe it or not, it's not as bad as my litter box or my fish. So my incompletes may not be the same as yours over time. And my finances are really big. If I don't keep up with everything I'm spending, and I've got this little program and I don't update it every day, and 3 days goes by, then I'm thinking incomplete. Yeah, that drives me nuts. So I have to keep up with that. I know some people's incompletes are way bigger than mine, but those are mine. And once I've got all that in order, I have no problem getting on and chatting with other people and building my business and helping other people build theirs. Because I'm in my comfort zone, that's been done. I don't know if any one of you can actually relate to that, but it kind of sounds silly. But literally, those are the silly little things of my incompletes, dishes, litter, you know, the home thing, so that when I'm sitting on my computer and doing that, I know I've already spent time with my animals, I've cleaned their litter, I've taken my dogs out for a walk, I've done my dishes, everything is done. That's complete. Now I can sit and go, I'm ready. Let's take on the world. My take on it. Those are mine. And I'm going to go through this tomorrow and I'm going to have fun seeing if I can actually even edit it to be even 10 of 10. Story stitching. That's what I've done tonight. So I'm supposed to do an introduction, which is, can I ask you something? Do you feel like you're in a rut in your business at any one time? I think that most of us do. If you want the answer to helping to get out of the rut, in all fairness, I also think that there's little funks too. Those are little bulbs, you know, so like, follow me. I've got 10 answers to get over being in a business rut. Okay, stop that, because I keep saying runt. You start that again. Yeah. So, hi, I'm Lorianne, and I'm just going to be giving you 10 answers to getting out of the business rut. And I have to watch it because I want to say runt because I think funk sometimes, because there's that there too. But there are 10 answers to the rut. I think that also with the rut, you're going to find getting out of the funk, because I think there are two different levels, but they're pretty well married to a certain degree. So follow this, and at the very bottom of it, if you like this answer, you are going to get 9 more by just locking in to the link down below. You will get more by just clicking down on the link below. I hope you enjoy them. I am just who I am, and that's my thing. I'm Lorianne. Thank you. That's it. Conclusion. Hi, I'm Lorianne. I've got 10 ways to get out of a business funk. It could be fun too. Stop. Hi, I'm Lorianne. I've got 10 ways to get out of a business rut. If you own your own business and you're not feeling all that great about yourself and you really need to get out of the rut, I have ways to give you that. And I will start with number 1. And then, if you like this video, I've got 9 more reasons how you can. If you like this video, I've got 9 more points on how to get out of the rut. And I also call it a little bit of funk too. Sometimes it's a funk and not a rut, but we'll hit the rut thing first and then we'll go with the funk. And I probably have a lot more to go with. But please, at the bottom, there's 9 more. This is number 1. Thank you. If you like this video, this is only 1 of 9. If you like this video, this is only 1 of 10. So if you want to have 9 more points on how to get over the rut, click down below. Thank you. And thanks for watching. You guys are like business owners. We'll do well, but we need to engage with each other. Thank you. Oh, and just got my dogs. This is me.